All right, I guess most of you have experienced the same thing this week, but Thursday and Friday we had some storms blow through. I think Friday, most of the day, we had a gentle, sustained wind of about 487 miles an hour, but it blew all the pine cones and limbs and stuff out of these trees, so I got to clean all this up before I get going on what I had planned today. Debating if I want to mow this fescue or not. I might run over with a walker to help me get some of this residual stuff that I couldn't pick up with my handy tongs and bag. I hate doing this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'll have lots of material to make prime cones out of, so that'll be a good thing. I've been sick all week. I think somebody sprinkled some flu on my grits at Longology. No, seriously, Longology was great. I highly recommend that to everybody next year. Just take you some emergencies before you go. No, I don't know if it was related or not. Anyway, well, I'm gonna pick up pine cones and limbs, and then we'll talk about what I had in mind for today. Hang tight. Pine cones are in here pretty thick today. There we go. A log. All right, y'all may remember a video a few weeks back I made a couple weeks ago where I made the Momentum FX2 application out here, and I was happy with the results. And looking around today, I still am. Sometimes you make applications though and they fail. What are some of the reasons your applications might fail? You know, all the answers are right there in the label generally. So what you want to do is you want to read through that label and make sure that what you're spraying is going to target the weed that you're after. For example, if you were to spray that Momentum on some Dallas grass, it ain't gonna kill it. It's not on the label. It's not designed to kill it. It's not gonna do it. Poa trivialis, same way. It's not gonna kill it. It's not designed for it. But it did get what I was expecting, the hen bit that I saw and the chickweed that I had a lot of, but it totally did a great job on that. What are some of the other factors you could see? Y'all gotta excuse my voice. I'm gonna get a sip of this thing. The timing. You know, some of these products will not work in lower temperatures. Some of them are dangerous in higher temperatures due to volatilization or them being so effective that they just smoke your grass and everything. But in lower temperatures, some herbicides won't have much effect. The weed is taken up so slow and everything else is just not going to get in. It's not going to be effective. You take some other things into account, like your equipment calibration. If your equipment calibration is off, you're not putting out enough product, you're not going to be very effective on your weeds. Another thing you can look at is what rate did you use? Most of these things will have a high and a low label rate. I generally lean toward the high rate unless there's some special circumstances, or I'm mixing them with a really hot kicker that I know the synergy in these products is going to step up the efficacy. And again, all these secrets are right there on that little tag on the back of the product. The label has everything you're going to want to know in it. Another often overlooked thing is your pH, not your soil pH, but your water pH, your carrier pH. So check your carrier pH. I test mine with my little pool chemistry set and find out what my water pH is at where I load my tank. Generally, anything around that 5.5 to 6 range, 6.5 is where you want to be. The higher the pH, the faster the chemical will not last in your tank. The half-life, so to speak. I mean, they're talking about instances where you can put something in the tank and within 30 minutes your efficacy is cut in half, and within an hour it's down to nil. So if you're mixing these up in a higher pH water and letting it sit, you're going to lose a ton of efficacy down to almost nothing. So the tank mix pH is definitely important. So there's a few other reasons some of this stuff doesn't work. I spent freaking all day cleaning this joint up, but I got I'm gonna get my pre-emergent out and some Carbon X with peptides, the new stuff. Let's get a look at that, and we'll talk more about pre-emergents later. We're gonna have a lot of pre-emergents to put out coming up here off of all types of grass, and this place has several different grass varieties to fescue up here around the house, but if I have time, I'm going to try to go ahead and spray everything with my pre-emergent. Let's look at that Carbon Earth. I got about half a pound of prodiamine water dispersible granules that I'm going to mix, and what I do is I just get an old prodiamine jug that has only had prodiamine in it, put some water in it, put my half pound in there. Mix it up vigorously, and then split it between both sides of the perma-green tanks. All right, you want to talk about an application that's going to be pretty visible coming out. This great Carbon X Pro. The urease inhibited coated urea has that nice neon color. So look at that stuff. That stuff looks awesome. This is incredible stuff right here. If you had any of the first round of Carbon X, I'm sorry, but good Lord, this stuff is nice. But anyway, I was talking about visual. You can see those neon balls coming out, and then this yellow prodiamine spraying. I might see if I can figure out how to capture that in video. I'm not much of a cinematographer, so I don't know if I will or not. Anyway, I got a lot of stuff to do, so I'm going to get cracking. But I'm going to kind of summarize in case I don't have time to get back to anything else. In short, the number one, well, I'm not even gonna list them. Somebody else does that. Anyway, the things you want to watch out for to make sure that you're doing to be having your weed control applications be effective is, first and foremost, read the label, follow the label directions, make sure you're targeting the weeds at their specific growth stage that the label says you're going to get them. Make sure that the weeds that you are targeting are on the label as weeds that particular product's going to kill. Make sure your temperature's in range, your tank mix pH, your spray volume, your rates. Just read the label. It's all right there on the label. The label's not magical. It's just information. It's right there. So anyway, I have my glasses out to read the label, or my magnifying glass, but because I'm getting old. But anyway, this fescue's doing pretty good out here. Pretty clean on the weed front. Growing pretty nice. It is, just beginning of February, so it's trucking along. It'll be ready for the summertime, I hope. I won't get this down. If I don't get back to you, I'll see you next time.